Several listeners have been sending in questions. I'll ask one for everyone. Apparently on Collision, I didn't see it, I know it's going around. AEW had a segment. I was told it was a very nice word or two from Tony Schiavone about Hulk Hogan's passing. Some fans were really upset, it seemed, or at least saying they were, that there wasn't an official AEW post, an AEW tribute, anything like that of any kind. Raw and SmackDown naturally began with Hulk Hogan tributes. TNA began Impact with a Hulk Hogan tribute. Again, Hulk Hogan worked in those places. Was AEW obligated to do more than they did? Did they just do fine? It's not really their thing. They don't need to dive in, considering the past comments about the Hogans from AEW?
Well, I mean, I was banned one time according to Jericho, but I'd like to think that if I kicked off, old Tony would mention it at least. But here's the thing now. Are you saying, because I know they just did the brief, mention by Tony Schiavone, and it was a minute or whatever the fuck. It wasn't just like, yeah, this is what happened. But did they not make like an official Twitter post or statement from AEW as a company? We're saddened to hear about the passing of Hulk Hogan or whatever, just the generic thing that everybody does. They didn't do that as a company officially.
I don't believe so. I'm going to double check that right now, but I don't believe they did.
That's, you kind of have to do that in that situation, even if it's a corporate statement. I mean, think of how many people they've passed that the WWE made a statement on and they were on the outs with them, or they had been on the other side during some type of promotional war in the past. But the thing is, with a video tribute, what could they have played? What could they show? TNA is affiliated with WWE now. WWE owns the WCW library. What would they have? Would they have gone back and showed him in Memphis? That's almost the only thing they could do, isn't it?
New Japan, but even New Japan, I don't know if they could just. I mean, that's the TV. That's not the company. That old footage is not owned by New Japan now, so it would be possibly
that's right. It's the network.
Yeah.
That's why I've been told in the past that there was not more things done with some of that footage because the network owns it and they have somewhat grander expectations than most wrestling promotions over here would have wanted to pay for rights.
So Tony has to buy the network. It's that simple. But did AEW?
So that they had 2 or 3 days to try to find some footage that they probably can't get and wouldn't be able to get the rights to. So I don't think they should have done a big video thing, but they probably should have covered their bases on social media.
Even though they had that previous tweet where, again, Tony Khan told Linda Hogan, you're banned, whatever it was, just like your husband, you're banned, which was the first time anyone heard that Hulk Hogan was banned.
Well, but it was the whole thing. They were trying to appeal to their audience that was predisposed not to like Hulk Hogan anyway. And as I said earlier in this program, then Linda opens her yap and gets heat all over the whole family. But there's a difference between, no, we don't want a guy coming to our show that he wasn't going to come to anyway. And, when he's dead, not saying, we recognize the passing of old John Henry there, whatever the fuck.